You know that the Pisces can drive you a little bit crazy, and you know that as a Gemini, nothing excites you more than being driven crazy by another human being. When I was thinking about this one, I was like, this one thing. This is the one thing that makes Gemini go absolutely crazy for Pisces. And if you know, you know. If you know, you know. If you don't know, then I can't explain it to you. Hi, if you don't know my face, my name's Denise. I make content over on Astrology.com and here on YouTube in order to help people understand themselves and their relationships better. So this video will apply to you if you're a Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Shout out to my Gemini Venus people. Or if you have a lot of planets in the third house, or if you have your Venus in the third house, this could also apply to you because those are resonating energies. This will also apply to your Pisces person if they are a Pisces Sun, Moon, or Rising, or if they have very strong connections to the planet Neptune, or a lot of planets in the 12th house, specifically Venus. Okay, so let's quickly break down each sign. Gemini is a mutable air sign. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, which is the planet of logic. So they're going to be logical and shifty. They are the shape shifters of the zodiac. They can adapt to any changing logical environment, any new information, any type of vibe that they get from a room that is coming in the form of information that they could see, that they could observe. They can shift themselves depending on that information. They can be referred to as the shapeshifters, the chameleons, the pranksters, or my favorite, I call them the little butterflies. And Pisces is mutable water ruled by Jupiter. They are very dreamy, romantic. They're water signs, so they're going to be emotional, and they're also mutable, so they can also shift. But what Pisces does is shifts to emotional environments, emotional information. Depending on the vibes of the room, the Pisces or the Neptune person is going to shift themselves in order to be able to survive in that environment. That is just what they do. We can call Pisces the poet, the dreamer, or the idealist, also the empath, because they're very empathetic people. They're very empathetic. If we had to choose two words to describe Gemini, it would be playful and seductive. And for Pisces, I would say empathetic and idealistic. Okay, so when Gemini and Pisces get together, one of the most beautiful things that happens is that Gemini can make Pisces more lighthearted. Not that Pisces is negative or a Debbie Downer, but Pisces people, because they're so empathetic, they could get very bogged down by life circumstances, or even not even their life. They could care so much about what's going on in the world that they could get depressed. Like Pisces people, they take everything to heart. They cannot help it. They have a very open heart, and sometimes, whenever there's a negative or difficult things happening, the Pisces can get bogged down, can get depressed, can get weighed down by the weight of the world. And then, like a beautiful blue butterfly just flying into the room, the Gemini will come and turn that around for Pisces. And the beautiful thing about Pisces is that they're a mutable sign. So they have that ability to shift. They're not going to stay there in the darkness. They will shift if something shifts them. That is what I love about Gemini and Pisces together, because Gemini will bring the lightness and Pisces will be like, oh, okay, I see that. All right. Okay, we're shifting. We're shifting. It's not so negative. It's not so Debbie Downer anymore. It's not so dark and gloomy. They could shift depending on the environment. And if Gemini comes and brings all of this joyful, funny energy, then Pisces is going to be lightened up. Another great thing that happens when Pisces and Gemini get together is that Pisces allows Gemini to just be who they are whenever they want. They will not try to box Gemini in. And this is one thing that people tend to do to Geminis. They'll be like, but wait, you said you said yesterday, or you said last week. And Pisces doesn't care. Pisces will just go with the flow because they're mutable water. They're constantly shifting and changing themselves. So of course they're not going to want to limit their person because they themselves don't want to be limited. So they allow each other to have freedom. Another thing is that Pisces is not going to judge Gemini. I don't know if you guys know this, but probably Scorpio and Gemini are the most hated signs, probably a tie with Virgo, the three most hated signs in Western astrology. So Pisces is non-judgmental. Pisces is like, what are you talking about? So Pisces is not going to judge the Gemini for any sort of like negative stereotypes or any sort of silly shit that the Gemini could have gotten into in the past. Pisces is just like, it's all gravy. It was in the past. It has nothing to do with me. And you're a better person now. I also really love that Pisces has an ability to soften the Gemini, because Gemini, they live in their mind. They are very much intellectuals. They don't really care about the feeling side of the world. But Geminis are very adaptable. They're adaptable, and I think that especially if the Gemini has water in their chart, they're going to tend towards having some emotional intelligence as well. It's not just going to be like all up here, right? They're going to connect to the heart too. And when they're around the Pisces, they could pick up on this. And I think that Pisces can have this tendency to soften the Gemini. And if maybe the Gemini was going to be just straight logic their whole life, having a Pisces in their life is going to soften them, because they're going to be like, oh, like, do I really want to hurt this sweet little bumblebee? No, I don't. So they're going to learn how to be sweeter, kinder, and more empathetic. Another thing I love about this pair is that Gemini will mimic anything. A Gemini can just, any sort of thing that they see, they could put on that persona and just behave that way. And if Pisces is very romantic and the Gemini is around them, the Gemini is going to be like, oh, he likes that. She likes that. So they're going to be able to either mimic it, or if they have other things in their chart, they can be romantic. And the cool thing about Gemini, one of the reasons why I love them, is that anything that they're into or any sort of thing that they're trying to do, they're going to communicate a lot. And if you are very romantic, let's just say you're very romantic, you're a shy lady, but you're very romantic, but you're very shy. And a Gemini is going to come and they're going to want to make you happy. And so they're going to communicate, they're going to tell you a lot of sweet romantic things. And if you are a sucker for romance, get yourself a Gemini. And I know people, Denise, like, Geminis are always going to be cheating on you. And I'm just like, guys, like, please, like, these stereotypes, they're not useful. Like, they're not useful. No. So yeah, if you're a sucker for romance, for poetry, for words, Gemini will knock your socks off. Okay, so now the one thing that drives Gemini absolutely nuts over Pisces is the fact that Pisces cannot be defined. Pisces people, not only are they very mysterious and elusive, but they themselves, especially, this is going to be especially true if you're a Pisces rising or a Pisces sun or Neptune in the first house or Sun Neptune person, you sometimes struggle to define yourself and define who you are, because you are so many things and you are nothing at the same time, right? So Gemini finds this very intriguing, because Gemini, this is where I'm going to use the visuals. Gemini, I know I said that they're like a butterfly, but recently I've really been thinking about Geminis like little kittens, because think about a little kitten when it wants to play. What does it do? It puts out the little paw and it's just like, and it does that little thing, right? So now imagine that kitten with a big tangly ball of yarn. That big tangly ball of yarn is Pisces, and their sense of self and who they are and what they think and how they feel. It's this tangled sort of like mess, right? And Gemini is just like, can I get in there? Can I see what's going on in there? And that's what they do. That's what they do when they get together. Essentially, the Gemini is going to poke and the Pisces is just going to roll around, and they're just going to sit there being complex, which is what Pisces is. Pisces is very mysterious. There's a lot going on beneath the surface of a Pisces. They might not talk a lot. Some of them do, but there's a lot going on in there. And Gemini loves a riddle. Gemini loves a puzzle. Gemini loves a ball of yarn, which is what Pisces is. So this is going to be very exciting for the Gemini to get to learn who you are and how you think, because this is what Gemini loves. Gemini loves knowing the way that somebody else thinks. And Pisces changes their mind. They're complex individuals. They are mutable, ruled by Jupiter. So they're shifting. They're constantly shifting. And so is Gemini. And Gemini loves, more than anything, the process of getting to know somebody, the process of figuring somebody out. Kind of like Scorpio, but Scorpio has a means to an end. Scorpio has an end goal. Scorpio's like, I want to figure out, I want to get to your very dark and center, because I want to know your dark parts. That's what I'm looking for, so that I could see whether you're a good match for me and whether you could roll with me. That's Scorpio. But Gemini is like, I just want to know everything. Why? Just for the fun of it, because that's the whole purpose of life, to talk, to have fun, to learn, to explore things, to play. That is Gemini, right? And Gemini is going to enjoy that. Pisces is a freaking playground of things and experiences and information that they're not just gonna give to you. You have to dive deep into those waters because those waters are deep. If you made it to this part of the video, drop a roller coaster in the comments so that I can know that you got to the bonus part, because this part is, people are going to be like, Denise, don't be saying that, but it's true. So Geminis love going on roller coasters. They love going on roller coasters. And Pisces individuals can be a bit, because their moods are shifting and changing so often depending on the circumstances, on the emotional environment. Pisces can be a bit of an emotional roller coaster. And if Gemini wants to poke the Pisces is going to respond. And not that you should do this, Gemini. You shouldn't. This is not acceptable. But this is another reason why a Pisces can be so attractive to a Gemini, because Gemini loves stimulation and Pisces is so easily stimulated. Pisces or Neptune people, they're so stimulable. So if you put your little paw like this, the Pisces person is going to respond, and Gemini is going to be like, ooh, I did that. And they're going to play with you. They're going to do a little bit of playing with you. And as long as you know what's going on, as long as you understand the person, and as long as you're okay with it, I think it's fine. But I think this is why astrology is so useful, so that you can understand why people are doing certain things. Because it's not like Gemini is doing things maliciously. Gemini is just trying to have fun. And that's all I'm going to say about that. And by the way, if you are dating a Gemini and you love a Gemini, or if you are a Gemini and you want to learn more information about your sign, make sure you watch this video called The Gemini Labyrinth, because I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite videos and I highly recommend it. If you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe, because I put out videos every single week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.